I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I
am California of the past.
My name is Jim Bursick, and I'd like to talk to you about finding a place. I do not have much of a past in California, although I've lived here more than half of my life. In my childhood in Michigan, California was a magic land that I thought I would never visit, let alone live. My brother and I watched with fascination the television show The Wonderful World of Disney, and Walt Disney describing the building of Disneyland in Anaheim, wanting desperately to visit and thinking practically that it was a place we would never see. Watching the Rose Parade on New Year's Day in the dead of Michigan winter added to our view that California was indeed a very special place. My parents took a tour of California on their 25th wedding anniversary, and it was then I learned that my father had visited the state when he was about 15 years old, and again in 1935 when he was a college student. Even in those days, Dad thought that California was a place with enormous potential, and he encouraged my brother and I to stake our claim there. It seemed a reasonable goal at the time. My first visit to California was in 1968 and was a pass-through while on my way to Vietnam. In a few short days, I took in the sights of San Francisco and then headed to Oakland Army Terminal and on to Travis Air Force Base for my journey. The second visit was another pass-through in 1969 on my way home to Michigan. An employment opportunity at Stanford University assured me that I was going to achieve the California goal. My father died the week after I arrived. Several jobs took me to various cities in the Bay Area seeking the good life and a shorter commute. Weekend visits to the San Mateo coast fueled my interest in making this town my home. The small town atmosphere, I grew up in a small town, combined with the coastal mountains, I grew up in the flat plain of southeastern Michigan, and the ocean, the family Navy heritage, made this the perfect place. I moved to Half Moon Bay 24 years ago, but I didn't become what is referred to as a coast-sider until I started a home-based business. Some years ago, it was said you had to live in California 10 years before becoming a true Californian. It has taken almost 20 years to become an honorary local, and I'm not sure how long it takes to become a true one in the sense of the word. My volunteer work with the local police department and with the senior center have brought me a sense of place rather than just a place to live. And by the way, I did visit Disneyland shortly after my 42nd birthday.